So at this point, we know that the Chiefs wide receiver core is literally above talented. It's above average. And the reason why I say it's above average is because let's break down this Chiefs wide receiver core. Hollywood Brown is a guy that literally had 1,000 yards in a horrible offense. I mean, having 1,000 yards in Greg Roman's offense is honestly unreal. And that goes to show you that if he's put in a pass first offense, he's going to be unstoppable. That's exactly what he's about to be put in. He's about to be put in a pass first offense. He's going to be literally unstoppable, man. He's about to be put in Andy Reid's offense. That's the most pass first it gets. Like, come on, who has more of a pass first offense than Andy Reid does? I mean, his offense is literally unreal. Andy Reid, he's a stud. He's a stud coach, obviously. He's a stud coach. He's not a stud because he's old, but he's a stud coach. That's what I'm about to say. But Worthy, Rice, Brown. When we talk about that trio, it's unreal. Because Xavier Worthy, he comes out of one of the hardest divisions in college. And he's literally had 1,000-yard season in college already. And he's been very consistent throughout all his college years. And then you got Rashee Rice, a guy who's coming off a year where he had 900 and something yards. And if he would have played that Chargers game, I believe he would have cracked 1,000 yards. So when you coming off a guy that almost had, when you have a guy that almost had 1,000-yard season, and he's coming off a very deadly year where he looked like the number one option in Patrick Mahomes' offense at some times, even though that's always Travis, it's definitely scary. And then you have a guy in Worthy, like I said, he literally had played in one of the hardest divisions in college, and he's coming off a very good college season, 1,000 yards, and he broke the combine record running a 4.21 40-yard dash. So he's also one of the fastest players of all time. So all of that, if you take all of that into account, it definitely shows that the Kansas City Chiefs are cooking up something very special. And you have Hollywood Brown, who has a 4.3 speed. He's still pretty fast himself. And then you got guys like Justin Ross and all them type of dudes that also will make an impact with this Kansas City Chiefs team. So it's definitely very scary. And the wide receiver battle has been very good as well. You got guys like Nico Remigio who might make an impact. And in the backfield, you got Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to have a monster year because you're not going to be able to stack the box against him because you're going against guys like Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy. So the Kansas City Chiefs, they look very well equipped and they look ready for what's to come. But let's talk a little bit more about everything. So Xavier Worthy has been literally shining with the Kansas City Chiefs offense. I mean, they've been pretty, he's been pretty perfect to go with the offense. Him and Patrick Mahomes has been pretty perfect. They've been looking good. If I show y'all that clip on Twitter of Patrick Mahomes and Worthy connecting for the deep pass, it was definitely absolutely insane. And Mahomes and his receivers, they're not only showing that they're Super Bowl champions, but they're also showing that they're a very skillful team. And it's going to get scary for the rest of the NFL, to be honest with you, man. If you look at earlier, Mahomes, he did connect on a perfect deep pass to Xavier Worthy. And it was a floated pass that ended in a completed pass. It left teammates and everybody that attended practice ultimately thrilled, And Worthy, he played college football for the Texas Longhorns, and he earned all Big 12 honors 3 times. Worthy, I mean, he holds the 40-yard dash record at the NFL Combine with a time of 4.21 seconds. So it's honestly crazy, man. His speed and his skills on the field, it's just unreal. It's unreal. He's going to have a bright future with the Chiefs alongside Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in the NFL. And that's for sure, man. So that's just electrifying right there. And that's just talking about the offense. We still got to touch on the defense a little bit as well because I want this video to be kind of well-rounded. When we talk about the defense, you got Chamari Connor, who is somebody that hasn't really been talked about a lot. Justin Reed, he's sidelined with a quad injury right now. L'Jarius Sneed, obviously, traded to the Tennessee Titans this offseason. So the back end in Kansas City, it definitely looks a lot different. And keep an eye on Chamari Connor. Because with Sneed and his inside-outside versatility gone, Kansas City, they will look to Connor to play both deep safety and slot corner, allowing Trent McDuffie more freedom in his alignments. So let's see what the Chiefs do with Chamari Connor. I believe that he's definitely going to go out there and do well. If you look at what he had to say Here's what he said, quote, I think special teams helped me a lot early last year. Just being able to get on the field, compete against guys, go against guys. I feel like that helped me a lot. I think I'm way ahead of where I was this time last year on defense. I'm way ahead of where I was knowing the playbook and having the experience. So Connor, he's 24. He played 28% of defensive snaps as a rookie, but he saw an increased workload as the year went on. 61% against the Miami Dolphins in the Kansas City Chiefs wildcard win, and then literally 99% against the Bills the following week after Mike Edwards left due to injury. So Connor, he's still going to be part of a three-man rotation at safety that's featuring Reed and Brian Cook and Jaden Hooks, who's going to be getting some snaps occasionally, but not literally every time. So that's something to look at as well. But Connor usage, it will be increased due to his unique skill set, and I literally can't wait to see it. His defense is going to have to step up as well to go on with this a very above average offense that the Kansas City Chiefs is going to have. So we're going to need our defense to stay above average like it was last season, man. So the Chiefs, they open the season against Lamar Jackson. Then they're going to have to face Joe Burrow, then Kirk Cousins and Herbert for the first 4 games. So we're going to need this defense to step up. We're going to need this defense to be ready. Steve Spags is going to have to be on point. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to have to be on point overall. The Xavier Worthy to Mahomes connection is going to have to be on point. We want all of that to be on point. And Worthy and Mahomes has been looking good. I mean, the duo, they've been hooking up for big gains down the field, like just all over the place. They've been very good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has even been pretty solid as well. Drew Tranquill has been very well at linebacker. He's somebody that you want to definitely take a look out for. But it's gonna be a great year, man. Worthy, Rice, and Hollywood, I expect them to make this offense 100% potent. And then you added in Jared Wiley, Travis Kelce, and then you added in Isaiah Pacheco, Clyde, all them guys. The offense is going to be well-rounded. And this might be one of the best rosters that Mahomes has ever had, if we're being real. So overall, it's going to be an exciting year. And I don't see how the Chiefs don't 3P at this point, man. Like, I don't see it how they don't. It's going to make too much sense if they do 3P, I guess, because it just makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you look at the team and the way the roster is set up, it definitely makes sense the Chiefs do 3P. But at this point, I don't see how they literally don't 3P. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How are the Chiefs not going to 3P? Like, they have a very good team. The roster is well-rounded. They have Patrick Mahomes, the Hall of Fame quarterback, Travis Kelce, the Hall of Fame tight end. They have a very above-average offensive line. I mean, it's a lot that the Chiefs have. And it's just going to be a recipe for success in the NFL, man. And I just can't wait to see it this NFL year. It's going to be great, man. But it's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out. Peace.